My name is Evan Hill with All Seasons Exteriors, doing a commercial roof inspection here in Colorado, Denver, Colorado, in March of 2022. Frank, what I'm actually first seeing, I'm having a look at, well, this is a membrane type, pretty standard for commercial roofing material that is waterproof up to a point to where there isn't, some major standing water over long periods of time. And I just want to point out the typical, good, okay construction. It's kind of hard to see with the shade right here, but this material runs and then it's supposed to have kind of an angle where it runs up at to where it can't actually get underneath this, kind of 2-inch flashing right here. So this is installed correctly right here. And as you can see, even just with my gloves, rubbing on a little bit over time, a lot of sun exposure. This material does kind of, lose a little bit of its elasticity, but that's okay. Few spots, over time that are maybe going to start to be a little bit more concerning, just because of some of the heat damage is some of these seals, they start to crack and things like that. But it doesn't mean that necessarily, the whole roof needs to be replaced. But as I walked along and got over to kind of the problem area where, your roof actually, you can't tell, but it slopes to the side. That's why, these gutters are installed here, and these kind of downspouts are here for this. They're meant for, water to eventually run, snow, ice, things like that, and go right down this downspout here. Tough to tell, but actually it doesn't look like anything's really blocking it from up here. I can see daylight down at the bottom, and it does have this little flap right here, which is the same type of roofing material installed correctly, but you got some wear and tear kind of right here, not causing a problem just yet. But as you can see, there are water stains going all the way along this area right here, places where standing water is happening, not draining correctly because there's not enough drainage, not enough of those gutters and downspouts on this side of the roof. So snow, ice, things like that, it's just kind of standing and sitting here. As you can see, all these stains, this is not the way this roof should look. As I get further down to where you're actually having the issue, you can see here, I'll try not to get in the shade, but you've got completely cracked and deteriorating roofing where this is just completely falling apart. There's nothing really protecting this from the second layer of this roof, and just standing water and ice over time has completely just eroded this. So this is why you're having a leak, because this is not installed correctly. It's just kind of at an angle, so snow and ice just builds up right here. There's only 2 of these little downspouts, and the one of them, which is where I think your actual problem is right along right here. This first 20-30 feet of this has actual hole right here. So that snow and ice has just completely eroded this material away over time because it didn't have a proper way to drain, and that's why you've got like these holes in this roofing material right here. Further going down, you can see same thing as I just showed you right here, and this runs pretty much all the way down to the corner of this right here. Some more cracking of it right here. So what I'd recommend, so that you don't have further leaks, further issues that cost thousands and more dollars in damage, is this run all the way down here. Probably, I'm gonna measure it, but I'd guess probably about 50-60 feet needs to be replaced. At least this first row, if not a little bit more. I'll come down, show you this, and we can chat about that.